Alright, so I'm going to start out teaching you some polygon reduction tricks. Okay, and I'm going to use ZBrush as an example of why you should do this, only because, I'm sort of geared towards ZBrush. I push my students towards ZBrush, so I want to kind of keep that going as far as that goes. So I'm going to make a box. And what I want to do with this box is I'm going to do something wacky. I love this tool only because it's kind of redonkulous. So what I'm going to do is grab a face and grab the edge here, and I'm going to go to this tool. It's called the Wedge face tool. Okay. Ooh. Kind of reminds me of the time when I tried to put heating ducts in my basement, which was one of those things that requires so much patience that I couldn't even comprehend the person that did that for a living. So this thing, well, let's go Z this thing for a second and see what happens. Okay, pops in there pretty good. Let's decide to sculpt on it. Oh, ooh, gosh, what's happened there? And so that's not what I wanted. Maybe if I wanted to sculpt on it, I wanted to maintain its shape. Okay, so let's go back to Maya and look at some try to quad problems. Okay, so I have all these triangles right here, and what I want to do is take those tries and turn them into quads. Okay, well, now in the previous videos I told you not to do this, but even though it's only chapter 2, you're going to be doing it. So I'm going to grab these edges and I'm totally getting rid of them. I'm going to take and edit mesh, delete edge vertex. Then I'm going to go over to this tool. It is the split polygon tool, but I need its properties. So this is the properties for the tool up in the left hand corner or right hand corner of the middle button. And I'm going to take off split polys only on faces or edges and use snapping along something. Yeah, those two. And then I'm also going to turn on wireframe on shaded. So make sure you have that. And this way I could see what's going on. So what I'm going to do is start dividing this out so it's all quads. And to do that, all I do is have to click on an edge. And I have to kind of look at my points where they're at. So there's one point. Here's another point. Here's another point. So 1 to 1. 1 to 2, 2 to 3, and maybe one more. And I can always get rid of these. And then I'm going to drag one more line down and hit enter. Okay? So now I have these. If I hit G on the keyboard, it goes right back into that tool, and I can go click and drag, G on the keyboard, click and drag on the keyboard, click and drag on the keyboard. And I should have one more point out there. G, click and drag on the keyboard. Okay, and now I can reduce these down to their lowest. So for here, I make a line going here, G on the keyboard, G on the keyboard, so there we go. We have all quads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I just have to finish this up a little bit on half of it. And I'll show you how to mirror it over to the other side very quickly. So I got this. Good. Now what I want to do is take this thing and clone it to the other side. So I look at where it's at. It's got a Y and a Z axis in its center. So what I want to do is go into mirror cut square box and make sure it's on Y and Z and say merge with original and go ahead and mirror cut this. So now it's mirror cutted on the other side and it's all quads. I think I'm missing one more edge here. So just like that. Now I want that actual cut I just made to be perfect on the other side. So what I want to do is not just do it freehand. I'll take this part and remirror it. I like keeping things symmetrical. So, and when I get done, you duplicate it. So you don't use these. These are broken. They're attached to the mirror cut. You have to duplicate it off, and then you have this part. Well, what's going to happen now is you're still going to go into GoZ, and you're still going to have a problem with dividing. Okay, it's not going to be as bad, but at least now in Maya, you have the option of saying, well, I don't want it to turn out like that. So in the next video, what I want to do is show you some of the things that you can do to do that without adding edges.